Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Tuesday evening video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Now, and as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels, which are down below in the description box. So subscribe to my channels, all down below, including this one. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos on my respective channels, but don't be stupid and leave stupid comments because you're going to get blocked, sent to the shadow realm, Satan will eat your soul, and you'll just look like a dumbass. And if you don't like that, then go cry to your mama, bitch. That's pretty much it. So, don't be stupid, and be respectful of the channels, and if not, get the fuck off. Go to your dead channel where nobody gives two fucks about you and your clout views. So, go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. No clout views here, because we're real, and you're not. So that's that. Alright, friend me on Facebook, follow me on social media, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll get it out of my mouth, that's what she said. Follow me on social media, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that fucking bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if it's anything, you need to get slapped in the face because you're pretty much SOL, and you know that. You know what it means. And if you don't know, you need to get slapped a few more times before you actually get it. But that's all I gotta say about that. You like it? Great. You know, go fuck yourself. Go on your dead channel and nobody cares about you. And try to do better, but you won't. That's that. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, then, well, thank you for watching and welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one. This time we got Gatorade Blue, because I feel like shit right now, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But whatever you got, water, beer, whatever you got, sit back, relax, grab that cold one, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, go fuck yourself, like I said. And that's that. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday evening. Pretty much at the midpoint of January already. Jeez. Second week of January. January the 14th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you had a great day. And if not, well, hopefully you have a better tomorrow. And that's that. I didn't have a great day because I have been sick as a fucking dog pretty much since last night watching. I think Raw fucked me up. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've been pretty sick since late last night. And then this morning I woke up like around 7 o'clock in the morning. Bleh, mushroom barley soup coming in. I know I'm getting graphics, so I'm sorry. But the mushroom barley soup started coming up. Aches and pains, chills. I took my temperature. It was 98.6, and then a couple hours later, it was 100.1. So I was like, oh no. I was thinking I had the symptoms of RSV or COVID, but I already got my flu shot, so. But I'm thinking it's just a head cold or some type of virus I have. I think it's just a head cold. I don't think I have COVID yet, but, you know, I'm trying to hydrate. And I'm not losing any sense of smell, which is good, but taste is starting to come and go here and there. So I'm gonna let it go through tonight, see what happens tomorrow, and if anything, I gotta, you know, Rosa bought like 6 million fucking at-home tests, so I'm gonna probably do an at-home test and pray to the Lord, Jesus Christ the Lord, please don't let me have COVID again, because I already had it once last year, and it wasn't fun. I'll tell you that. If you had COVID, and you're out for about a couple of weeks or more. But I had it way back in, I think, July or August, somewhere around that time. And I was knocked the fuck out. Couldn't really eat much. And drinking-wise, I couldn't even have my ceremonial Pepsi. I couldn't even taste the cherry Pepsi or Pepsi. All I could taste is a little bit of water. Couldn't even taste this. I know people are like, hey. Yeah, you get it next. I hope. But I digress. You want to say that to me? Then I can say it to you. You don't like it? Tough shit. Tough shit. Because we're going to play that game. You lose. And that's pretty much it. But, I'm trying to just as my good friend David Lee Roth always says, gotta roll with the punches to get to what's real. Pretty much. That's what, I'm trying to, I'm fighting a battle that, a battle with this sickness. I feel like disturbed. Down with the sickness. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. I can't even do it. I'm sorry. And I'd probably get clipped for that. I don't give a shit. But if you do, good luck to you. Thank you for the getting clout off my name for the clipping. You're welcome, by the way. But in any case, I might be down with some type of illness or some type of thing, but hopefully it's not a big thing. I'm hoping it doesn't lead into tomorrow or Thursday. I do gotta go out Thursday. I had an appointment today at a physical therapy appointment today, and I canceled that. And tomorrow I was supposed to go to the doctor, but she's sick. Everybody's fucking sick. You know why? Because this fucking winter is insane. It's insane. 1 week it's hot and cold, and it's I don't know where it's gonna be this week. The next 3 days, right up until this weekend, is gonna be cold as shit. Well, not that cold as shit, but next week, woohoo! 19 degrees as a high temperature next Tuesday. And there was a chance of snow, another chance, great. But, 2 to 4 inches, they said at much as 7. But now, every chance I get with the weather app on my phone, it changes women change their underwear. But, it's a bad visual, but whatever, I don't care. But as of right now, Saturday is supposed to rain. Sunday is supposed to be cloudy. And then Tuesday is the coldest day pretty much of this winter. 19 degrees. And then next Wednesday, 22. Next Thursday, 35. But right now, doesn't look like much precipitation. But mainly Saturday. And maybe Sunday evening into Monday. Maybe a mix or maybe some snow. Who knows what. And then early next week, we gotta worry. So hopefully, not a big storm or pretty much anything. Because, my back is shot as it is. But, it is what it is. Even my back and my neck are killing me and shit. I'll still kick your ass. But that's another story for another time. I'll still put up a fight. Because, we're the prophecy. We don't back down from nobody. Zero miedo. And I'll talk about that motherfucker, my good buddy, Pentagon, in a little bit. But like I said, I hope you had a great day. And if not, well, too bad. I hope you feel better. If you're sick, I hope you feel better. Some of you. But if not, well, too bad. Alright. We got NXT coming up in about an hour and a half from now. Should be a pretty good show. The aftermath of New Year's Evil. We got the new champ, the man from Wakanda, the big man from Wakanda, Oba, who, Femi. We'll see what happens with him. I think Trick, might have a rematch coming his way. He's obligated to get a rematch, and so is Roxy, who's supposed to have some type of segment where she's gonna talk about her future, Conan, if you will. So, who knows what's going to happen with that, as we're about a month away from Vengeance Day, which is February the 15th, which is the day after Valentine's Day. How great is that? We'll see what happens with that. Might have a celebration with my girl, Julia, who won the NXT Women's Championship last week. And we had lots of stuff last week. Fraxium is going to be taking on OTM for the tag team belts tonight. Can you say title change? I hope. With Bronco Nima and Lucius Price, the Boricua Gangsters, finally beating, the team that, is so up and down, like my dick in your mom's ass. You don't know, they're fighting with each other, they're partners, we don't know anymore. But I hope and pray Fraxium loses those fucking belts already. I'm getting sick of it. We need somebody else, you know what I mean? What else we got? We got Shotzi Blackheart, 1/3 of the Psycho Trio, taking on Stephanie Verker. We got that. I thought there was going to be a fatal 4-way. I'm like, when is that going to happen? There was supposed to be some, like... Oh, wait, no, Stephanie did win that. I'm sorry. Stephanie won that fatal 4-way match, and then Shotzi comes in, hey, I want my shot! So now, whoever wins this match tonight faces, the Women's NXT North American Champion, that is Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley, for the Women's North American Championship at Vengeance Day. I hope it's Stephanie, because it'll make no sense for Shotzi to get it. So I'm going with my girl Stephanie Verker to get the win. We'll see what happens with that. And a whole lot more. I think we got Lash Legend, Get You Done, and Shakara Jackson. I think they're taking on the Unholy Union of Alba Fire and East of Dawn. So lots of women's action might be happening tonight, and you gotta love that. Can't go wrong with the ladies of NXT and the men too. But we'll see what happens with all that, my friends. With all that. So we'll talk about that maybe tonight, depending on how you feel tonight. But that's over on my Peter Joseph channel. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a sip of the good old Gatorade. Gatorade is thirst aid for that deep down body thirst, and pretty much if you're sick too. I need some electrolytes. I can barely taste this fucking shit. You know what that means? I got COVID. Pretty much, I think. But it might take a day or two, to find out if I actually have COVID. But like I said, I'm probably gonna take the at-home COVID test probably tomorrow morning and see what happens with that. If I'm negative, then it's just a virus, thank the Lord. But if I have COVID, well, pretty much gonna be staying home all fucking weekend, which sucks because it's Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. And I'm pretty much, I got a half day on Friday, and then pretty much off on weekends anyway, and then I'm off on Monday because it's a holiday, so. I was off today because I'm fucking miserable today, and I might be off tomorrow, but I'll see what happens, how I get up tomorrow, and, I might be a trooper tomorrow, and then hopefully I can gain some strength back and go to physical therapy Thursday and Friday, but we'll see. But, it's the winter, you get sick like crazy. With, the coronavirus is still kind of hanging on. The norovirus, which is, just basically you're vomiting and shitting on yourself and everything. We got the diarrhea, cha-cha-cha, diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. That stuff. Basically a stomach flu. I don't have the stomach flu, thankfully. I think I just have a head cold, or, God forbid, I got COVID. But hopefully it's just a head cold. So I will be taking my temperature probably after this video. Let's see what happens. I was 100.1. I took an Excedrin migraine. We'll see what happens with that. I've been kind of putting cold water on my head, even though it's making me... It makes it a little bit worse because the aches and pains, happens. And now I'm hot as fuck! Well, we knew that already. But I digress. So, I'm running the gamut tonight, so hopefully I start feeling better. Hopefully by late tonight or middle, by this weekend, hopefully, I'll be back to about 100%. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, right now, on the Kill Demons channel. I'm Peter Joseph, and you knew that already. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you like the video, great. Fuck off. Get out of here. Go to your dead channel, or go on somebody else's channel that is way, just sucks. I don't suck. People actually watch my shit. Especially my shorts. Not on this channel, but on my Epic Peter Joseph channel. Just saying. All these nobodies can't get 111 real likes. I don't only got one comment. Big fucking whoop. Big whoop. I don't care how many comments I get. How many likes I get. It's nice to get over 100. 3,000 real views and all that other shit, but it makes me happy, but, YouTube ain't a job. I'm not, I don't have a boss or anything. I mean, I could be my own boss, but, why would I want to work for a dumb fuck company like YouTube and Google? I could go somewhere else, but I just don't feel like it right now. I will, maybe someday, but not right now. Because, if YouTube got banned, like TikTok's about to get banned, thank the Lord. I heard January 25th. I hope so. Bye-bye! And then it's being replaced by Lemon 8. Like, it's supposed to be Lemonade. Which is basically, I looked at it, it looks like Instagram 2.0. Remember how MySpace changed? MySpace, Kenny? MySpace, are you kidding me? Remember how MySpace changed after you had to convert your channel, your MySpace page, and you can do all the, configuration and shit? I did that, and I still can't even get into my main MySpace page. And Tom was your only friend. But I had, so many friends, it was insane. In this moment, was, on my top 8. Tila Tequila, back before she became, I don't know what she is now. She was, probably one of the hottest chicks in porn at the time. She was on my top 8. A couple of my friends from college. A couple of my friends, musicians that I know personally from right here in New York and other places. And I had them on my college radio show that were mostly MySpace bands. In this moment was a MySpace band. And look at them now. They're probably one of the best bands in the land. Just saying. So, you could have been on MySpace and you could probably have a great career. I probably think Disturbed was a MySpace band. Pretty much everybody was on MySpace promoting their shit. And one of them was In This Moment. And I have other friends that came from In This Moment. And they're doing pretty decent right now. Not great, but decent. They're still around. But, not gonna tell you who it is, but that's that. Alright. But, we move on with that. But yeah, I miss the MySpace days. I think we all do. If you weren't around to see it, well, too bad. Too bad. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday evening, and I talked for 17 and a half minutes, but I will get to the point. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night Raw on Netflix, episode 2 review for last night, January the 13th, 2025, and we are emanating. Where are we emanating? Oh, from the No, actually, take that back. That was last week. Sorry. We are from the SAP Center in San Jose, California, home of the Sharks, and home of the woman that loves the 49ers, and you know her, you love her, you want to give her a hug, and that's Bailey! Give us a hug! Pam. If I ever meet Bailey, I'm going to wear a 49ers jersey, and she's going to give me probably one of the biggest hugs ever. And we'll talk about the Niners. Maybe. I don't know. Just saying. I'm just saying. Speaking of people meeting, there is a... I am going to be meeting a very important Hall of Famer in a couple months. Just saying. Who is it? You won't know. Because you're not a VIP, so fuck you. But that's coming up in a few months from now. Can't wait for that. Hall of Famer, mind you. So, look down the list of Hall of Famers. Not current, not that's been currently, way back in the day. Way back. I'm talking about my era. The 80s era, pretty much. Can't wait for that. Can't wait. Gonna be exciting. But, it is what it is. Moving on! Alright, so our commentary team, as always, on Monday Night Raw on Netflix, which got 5.9. So went up 1 from last week, even though this week wasn't that great. Last week, people saying it wasn't great last week. Even though it went about 3.5 hours almost. This week, 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 32 minutes, I think it clocked in at, which is not bad. For a Monday Night Raw on Netflix. They can go anytime they want, from what Hunter's saying. So next week, we got a 5-hour show. No, I hope not. Imagine that. I mean, how are you going to get all the talent for a 5-hour show? What do you think, WrestleMania 35? You'll see. Alright, but yeah, 5.9 million views for Raw on Netflix last night. What are you going to do? But this show was kind of like this. Wasn't great, but we're on the road to the Royal Rumble 2 weeks from this Saturday from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you're going, have fun. And if not, well, we can watch it for free. Well, most of you can watch it for free. On various streams. I watch it on Thriller, or Thriller, whatever it is. For free, because I'm Mr. VIP and you're not. That's that. Alright, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, our commentary team, as always, Mitchell Cole and the man, Pat McAfee. Who's, well, he might be having a little thing with, a certain guy named Corey Slave. Now, Corey Slave is kind of pissed. And if you saw him last week on NXT, he did not want to be on NXT TV. He got bumped pretty much to the B/C show. And he did not like it at all. He came out today on Twitter saying that he was gonna voice his opinion about it. Uh-oh. Shoot, brother! So I don't know if we're going to hear from Corey Slade tonight. He's not going to be appearing on the show because he took down the tweet. And I guess, Mr. Sean Hickenbottom, HBK, said, you're going to stay home. Stay home and come back next week. Go have fun. Go have a week off with your hot wife, Carmella. And your kids, But, people are saying that, oh, Corey, this is a storyline, and Corey Slave's gonna come back as a heel, or he's gonna make appearance in the Royal Rumble match after he's gonna win it. Who cares? I mean, if you don't like it, get out of here, Corey Slave. I mean, you had a great run as commentator for many years. If you want to go to TNA, Tony Khan might want you. I don't know, but you had a good run, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out. The door won't hit your ass on the way out anyway. Bye. I think it's better that Corey Slave is gone. Personally. I mean, unless you want to do a three-man gig on SmackDown with Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore. Well, I mean, you can't. I really wouldn't want to get rid of Joe Tessitore or Wade Barrett on SmackDown. I like it the way it is. That's just me. But we'll see what happens tonight if Corey Slave says something tonight. Would it be a shoot or would it be a shoot or it's an actual work or shwork? Who knows? Oh, we got that. All right. Well, we got Pat McAfee and Mitchell Cole at the desk, and we're off and running. All right, so we get an opening recap of what happened last week. The Netflix premiere where CM Punk beat Seth freaking Rollins. In the main event, we saw our Tribal Chief put up your fucking ones for the Tribal Chief, who got the Ula Fala back. He is still our Tribal Chief, the only Tribal Chief, the OTC. Put up your ones for our Tribal Chief, the only one, Roman Reigns. And if you don't like Roman, well, fuck you. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. We got Solo coming back on Friday. See what happens with that. And a certain guy named Jacob, he's gonna say, I love you, Solo. We'll see what happens with that. Moving on, but that's Friday. Alright, so we start the show off with Phil Brooks, Mr. CM Punk. Look in my eyes, what do you see? A guy that's barely on TV. Yeah. So, Puke comes out. CM Punk comes out. Actually, he comes into the arena in his car, in his, black car. He gets out a little bit slow, and he does the Hogan thing. brother, and he gets booed. Good. And Michael Cole's making fun of the Blackhawks. Not that they're any good anyway, kind of like the Rangers these days, but that's a story for another time. They're rebuilding. Maybe the second half run. Hopefully, but we'll see. We shall see. They're playing tonight in Colorado. You know, I think they won. They won in Las Vegas against the Golden Knights. That's pretty damn good. So, you know, a couple wins here and there in the second half. And let's see what happens as we get to the All-Star break, which I think is this weekend. Oh, I don't even know when it is, actually, but hopefully the Rangers have a great second half and they get to the playoffs. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright, so Punk gets in the ring. Thanks everyone who's been fighting the wildfires in Southern California. Prayers to all you people in Southern California and the LA area. Still, those fucking fires are raging. The fucking wind is going completely berserk. Like I think there's over 20 people have, perished. And, those idiots, talking about this thing every freaking day, and like, we're concerned about the wind, and this and that. Freaking Gavin Newsom acting like a complete douche, and the mayor saying, we're trying to do everything we can to get the fires contained. Supposedly, they got some guy, they don't even know if it's him that started the arsons and, and all this shit. With millions and millions of homes in the LA surrounding area gone. Celebrities lost their mansions and their homes. Insane. Memories pretty much gone. Houses gone. Some celebrities have other places to go, but people that, have family in different states pretty much can't get there. Like, where are they going to stay? And they're trying to stay at hotels that actually have power and everything. And so, people, they're price gouging and all this shit. I mean, come on. Really? You're going to do that shit to people who don't have a house to live and they don't have anything to eat? And pretty much have, they're wearing the clothes on their back because their house got destroyed and all their clothes are pretty much burnt. You're gonna deny them a place to sleep for a few days, a few months, who knows? Because it's gonna take about at least a year or two to get all those homes that burnt down. They're gonna, have to rebuild, and it's gonna take a long time. At least the end of this year. At least, maybe into next year. Who knows? But it's just sad, and that's the way the world is. With freaking climate control and all this other shit. You can't do anything about it. I mean, you live in California where it barely rains in LA. Barely. Once in a while it will. Sometimes they'll get a hurricane here and there, but not all the time. It's like California and Florida. Well, really, California is pretty much the state. Northern California, they get snow and rain every so often. Southern California pretty much is like, you'll rarely see any rain. It sucks. Great place to live, but sucks. You're like going to the beach pretty much every fucking day. And then you go into the forest and everything, and, got wildfires just going crazy, and the air quality looks like shit. Add to that smog! It's insane. And then if you want to live in Florida, or if you live in Miami, it's not that cold. And, it rains down there in Miami too, but pretty much the winters are pretty tame, and then when it gets to the spring, and especially the summer, it gets red hot, and then you gotta worry about all those hurricanes coming from the Caribbean, and maybe the Gulf of Mexico. So you can't really live anywhere, because you run the risk of all this phenomenon, mister. Something like a phenomenon. Something like that. Just crazy. But anyway, minus all that, so he talks about that. With that out of the way, Punk brings up the Royal Rumble, where he came back last year, but thanks to Drew McIntyre, tore his triceps into many pieces, pretty much out for WrestleMania. Well, he did show up at Mania and cost Drew the World Heavyweight title to Papi, which is probably one of a great cash-in, even though Tiffy kind of topped that, but that's another story for another time. He says, I thought my career was fading away and becoming obsolete. Obsolete. And, he's like, I really couldn't see my dreams, but now I see the WrestleMania sign, which we can't see either. This hasn't been up yet. It won't be up till after Mania, that February the 3rd show for Raw. We'll see the WrestleMania 41 logo. But, so a little, you can't see me. Oh, John Cena, you can't see me. Hello, kids. You know? So a nice little dig to Cena. Then he says, I'm declaring that once again this year I'm gonna be in the Royal Rumble match once again. So he's like, oh, John Cena did it, so I'm gonna declare myself for the Royal Rumble match, and I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna point at the sign on my way to WrestleMania, and then he's like, play my music, and then Seth freaking Rollins music hits. Oh, Punk's not happy. He's like, why can't it be Mommy Rhea Ripley? Yeah, because that's a better theme, right? The same. Not anything wrong with Living Color, but, most of them white. You gotta love it. My brutality! Well, no. Alright, so Seth comes out. Nice little suit for the Men's Warehouse. As always, our sponsor. If you want to look good, then go to the Men's Warehouse. Because when I go, I like the way I look. They can guarantee it, but when you go, some of you probably won't look good. You still look like shit. But I digress. Anyway, so Seth says, if I wasn't a man of my word, all I would be is you there, Phil. And then Punk's like, but I'm still the winner, right? Rollins ain't pleased. He's kind of perturbed, pissed. So Seth has lost all kinds of matches over his career, but last week was the worst loss of his career. And he's like, I'm going to throw you out of the Royal Rumble. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. And then Punk thinks, Punk's like, oh, that's an easy way out. So, you can't pin me and shit. And then Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk, comes out. Punk's like, oh, fuck, now what? Drew can't believe someone could actually get worse. Pretty much, it's Punk. Punk brings up what he did to Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell a couple months ago. And then, Drew's like, I wasn't even talking to you, you fucking moron. I was talking to Seth. Shit. And then Seth's like, hey, he said come in here and get your ass kicked. Well, that applies to me, too. Get in here and I'll kick your ass. So they all argue. Punk's all ready to fight. Rollins takes his jacket off. And Drew marches towards the ring, but then says, no, I'm going to go back. I got better things to do. And he says, the bigger problem is Roman. Don't talk about Roman. Roman is playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers, you think? Pretty much, because Roman is God. But I digress. So I'm going to have to step up again and get the belt before Roman. I don't know about that. And now that Roman already has the falafel, it's the Eula Father Drew falafel. Really now? Really? Really? Riley? Jimmy! No. So, since Roman has the falafel, it's a matter of time before he wants the belt back. Pretty soon. So Drew says, I'm in the Rumble too, so I can keep Roman from getting that belt. And that's pretty much it. Segment ends. So, great segment between all three men. So, the Rumble match is going to be, the men's Rumble match is going to be pretty damn exciting. You got Cena, Punk, Drew, Seth, Roman, plus 25 other people. Who's going to win? Probably be Cena, that fucking schmuck. Not that I want to see Cena and Cody. I think, who was it? Dustin Rhodes, I think, said he didn't even want to see that match. I was like, I'd rather see Cena and Logan Paul. Not really, but, I don't want to even see Cena near the world title. Because he's going to win it. He's going to go have one final world title run. I hope it's for a week. But knowing WWE, pretty much for 3 months. And I hope Roman's the one to beat him. That'd be nice. That'd be so nice. Roman versus Cena. One more time. Roman whips his ass like he always has, because Cena never beat Roman. Ever. So Roman will retire Cena. Cena will go back to his crappy movies that go straight to DVD. Be with his semi-hot wife. Won't have any kids, and nobody will give two fucks about him for the rest of his boring, soon-to-be Hall of Fame career. Because he's going to be in the Hall of Fame probably in like a year or two, or maybe next year. I hope not, but I'd rather have Batista going before Cena, just saying. But who knows? We won't find out until probably after the Rumble. Who the first participant in the 2025 Hall of Fame will be. Who's going to be the women's nominee, or the inductee. Well, yeah. I'm hoping it's Gail Kim. There have been kind of rumors about Gail Kim, Mickie James. Now you think about it. After I've been petitioning for years, you want to put Gail Kim and Melina and Mickie James in. Now you want to do it, Hunter, because you listened to me for once? Fucking idiot. But you had to put Beth fucking Phoenix and Bella Sluts in before them. Bruh. Should have put Miss Elizabeth in first. Notwithstanding Moolah and Mae Young. Those are the first two. I agree with that. The third one should have been Miss Elizabeth. Right, Liz? That's right, Missy Joseph. Exactly. How long did it take Randy to get in? Took a lot of years. Macho Man is in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it took a long, 15, 20 years after you died? Something like that. At least I'm in. Yeah. You're in with your dad, Angelo, and your brother, Leaping Lanny Poffo. But it took a long time to get you in there, Randy. But Liz, I don't know when we're going to get you in. Maybe it's the Lex Luger effect. I don't know. Lex Luger might be going in now. Finally. After so many years not having him, or Brian Pillman Jr. The WWE Hall of Fame is a joke, I'm sorry. I keep doing it every fucking year around this time. The WWE Hall of Fame class is a joke sometimes. It is such a joke. I mean, they freaking put in people that really should not, that really didn't have a Hall of Fame worthy career, like Coco Beware doing the bird with Frankie. Yeah, Frankie gets in because, we don't have many pets in WWE besides Matilda and Damien. Now we have to have Frankie. Next thing we know, we have a fucking plant coming in. Mitch, right? Dean Ambrose, Moxley's little pet, not even pet, little plant, Mitch, which Jericho just destroyed. I killed Mitch! No! You know how WWE would be so stupid to do that. I'm like, we're gonna put Mitch in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, who's gonna induct him? Can't be Jericho. It ain't gonna be Moxley. You think Moxley wants to come back and do that shit? But I know Cena's gonna get in probably next year. Where the Rock's already in. Cena, Batista, hopefully Luger, hopefully Brian Pillman Jr. It would be nice for Brian Pillman Sr., not Jr., I'm sorry. Brian Pillman Sr. to get inducted by his son, Brian Pillman Jr. It'd be a little bit, reminiscent for Brian Pillman Jr. to put in his dad and his mom. What was her name? Melissa, Michelle, I think her name was. God rest their mighty souls. Who knows who's going in next year, but I'm thinking since it's Cena's retirement year, Cena's probably going to go in next year as the headliner, and nobody will give two fucks. Who inducts him, I don't give a fuck. But if I had it my way, I'd put Orton. Orton should do it, because they came in at the same time in 2002. So let Orton induct Cena. And then give him RKO. And fuck you, Stone! But we'll see what happens with that. Alright. My voice is going, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's it. So that's a pretty good segment with Drew, Punk, and Seth. Drew's in the Royal Rumble, Punk's in the Royal Rumble, and Seth Rollins in the Royal Rumble. So we'll see what happens with that. So all in all, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night Raw. Alright, then we see American Made come out. We had Chad Gable, thank you, shush. You know, he's there with the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, and the lovely Ivy Nile. Well, he made a challenge to the best luchador that Adam Pearce can find, and I think we saw all the vignettes for Pentagon Zero Miedo. So, Pentagon comes out, epic fucking entrance. The crowd went berserk for him. And Cole brings up a lot of his TNA stuff. Mentioned Lucha Underground. You know, surprisingly, he didn't say AE-Dub. So Cole's like, it was the worst kept secret in the business. Pretty much. Now Tony Khan looks stupid right now. Because now he pretty much has Phoenix still hostage. How long? Hopefully not too long. They gotta get Phoenix out of there. Somehow. I don't know when his contract ends or if it's up already. But Tony Khan wants to keep the guy. For what? Why? You want to team him up with Commander? Or Hologram? Why? I know, you don't have that many luchadors there anyway. We got Hologram, who's hurt. You know, he's coming back soon. We got the Beast Mortos, I think he was a former champion. I forget which one, but... Anyway, you have him mostly on Ring of Honor TV. And then mostly loses all the time. Got him. You got Commander, the Ring of Honor TV champ. Pretty much getting his butt handed to him half the time. Who else do you have on that roster? I mean, you could put in Chester, you put in the CMLL guys. I mean, you could do something like a big stable, but... I mean, if you only have those 3, maybe 4 guys, and then add a few CMLL guys, maybe you have like about 10. But still, you're going to keep Phoenix on the sidelines, you know, in Mexico, just, you know, collecting his paycheck. Sad. It's just sad at what Tony Khan did to the Lucha Brothers. Former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, I think they were, Trios Champions with the Bastard Pac. Phoenix had that measly, dumb, Intercontinental title, because I think it was Moxley got hurt with his neck. That was just a waste. No, I think it was Phoenix's neck got all fucked up after he, you know, or something like that. You know, it was just a waste of a title reign. But like I said, what is Tony Khan gonna do with Rey Fenix? I don't know. You just get him out of there. Same thing for Ricky Starks. Miro, who basically has done nothing. Wardlow, who knows what he's up to these days. Just wasted talent. Waste of talent. They bring in Miro, and he has that stupid gimmick where he was the best man for Kip Sabian. Remember the whole thing where him and Penelope Ford actually had their marriage, you know, their wedding? And then, you know, Miro turns on them, which was so boring. And then Miro wins the TNT title, and that went nowhere. The whole CJ Perry thing that pretty much dissolved their marriage up in flames. And now CJ Perry's just, you know, stuck doing nothing and doing besides her hot OnlyFans stuff and whatever else she's doing. Miro's just sitting home doing nothing. Wishing he had a piece of, you know, his wife's ash. But they got divorced, so. Sucks to be him. Wardlow, probably at his house, watching AEW and wishing he was like, Tony Khan, why you little? You know, wants to strangle that guy. I don't blame him. Ricky Starks, the same thing. Why are you little? Tony Khan can't even book his own fucking company anymore. For a guy that used to be Booker of the Year for the first couple years of AEW. Now, Shawn Michaels and Triple H are pretty much like saying, "Oh, top that now. Booker my ass." But then Tony Khan comes out on the scrums like, "Oh, we had the greatest show on earth." I'm being impartial, but, I mean, I love AEW, but still. Dynamite hasn't been great in, a little while. I mean, last week was alright, not great. 600-some-odd-thousand views. Collision got its highest rating like about a week or so ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago. Where was it? New York. Who knows how bad it's going to be this week. And then next week, they're going head-to-head with Saturday Night's Main Event. And they're doing it again in July, when All In weekend, basically. On July, I think the 13th. Who's going to watch All In? If you want to watch Saturday Night's Main Event. Shit. But then again, All In could just trump, no pun intended, Donald Trump, All In could just say, you know what, fuck that, everybody's gonna watch All In. Because we got Kenny and Okada going at it, most likely. And, I mean, what's Hunter gonna do? What's gonna top that? On July 13th, and whatever All In is. It seems like every time Tony Khan thinks he has one up, Hunter's like, Tony Khan, I'm always 2 steps ahead with my proboscis news. And Tony Khan's like, can't get my stash. Can't get one up on Hunter. Just saying. I'm just saying. It just seems like WWE always has 1 up or 2 up on Tony Khan these days. And Tony Khan can't do shit. Oh, let's change the theme to Dynamite time. I'm so excited! Then he brings back the Collision theme with Elton John. That's great. But people are like, the Pointer Sisters? For Dynamite? Gotta do the CM Punk thing. Huh? What? Moving on. Alright, so Pentagon comes out, epic fucking theme, and they went at it. Wasn't great, there's a little bit of rust, ring rust for Pentagon, because he hasn't wrestled in God knows how long. A couple months at least. But, he did his usual stuff, few flippy dippity doos. Gable did what he had to do. Gable fucking, he took a Mexican destroyer like a champ. And then Gable's working on the leg. He took the leg and wrapped it around the freaking ring post, and you see Pentagon go, ah! Like, really sell that. So Hunter's like, hey, Pentagon, I want you to sell that leg. And Pentagon's like, oh, see, Mr. H. Mr. H. Yes, I Pedro. I sell leg, great. We have tacos later. No. Moving on. Alright, so back and forth they went. Getting to the end. After a flippy dippity-doo by Pentagon. And he stuck the landing. Get back in. A high-cross body gets in the fall on Mr. Gable. Who goes right back to that leg for a little slowdown. Grabs the ankle lock. But Pentagon pulls him into an arm snap called a sacrifice. Somebody's been listening to in this moment. Should call it Sanctify. Sacrifice is a great song too from God Mode. Like any song from In This Moment these days. Better than your bullshit from the UK. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of new music, holy shit. I was like floating around Instagram and I came across a band, a Japanese metal band, because Japan is #1 forever! Now, I thought Hanabi was great. They still are. So check them out. But I found a band called Fate Gear. Not Hate Gear or Metal Gear. Hate Gear. Fate Gear. Check them out. It's on my Peter Gilmore community page. Awesome. They're pretty damn awesome. Not like awesome, but you know. What did you say? I said that a Japanese death metal band is kind of, or sort of, on your level. You know, you're awesome. I know I'm awesome, but they're not awesome as me. Well, Mike, I don't ever seen you play the guitar anytime. What do you mean I can play the guitar? I'm not pretty damn good at it. Well, I never saw you pick up a guitar before, but you probably are pretty damn good at it. Well, I'm good at everything. What are you talking about? I should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you should. But, I like Japanese death metal bands, and they're female. And by the way, they're over the age of 12. Peter, you like Asian chicks because they're 12. No. That's the legal age. No. Shut up. Fucking taking things that I said so seriously back in the day. Because people can't live in 2025. They have to live in 2012 and back, So stupid. Grow up. And if you can't grow up, then you're just gonna be miserable for the rest of your fucking life. But to each their own. Keep defaming my name. See where you end up. Just saying. Anyway, blah. Alright, so excuse me. So Pentagon snaps the arm of Gable, called the sacrifice. Sacrifice that arm. Then he picks him up, hits the Pentagon driver. Excuse me. The Pentagon driver. 1, 2, 3. Pentagon gets his debut win. Pretty decent match. 3 out of 5 stars. Great match. Fans loved it. This is really where Pentagon should have been months ago. But great win. Him and Gable, even though there was a little bit of shaky at times, still pretty damn good match. And then after the match, I think it was Kathy Kelly gets in the ring and gives the mic to Pentagon. We hear him in Spanglish for the very first time, not that we in WWE, because we heard him in AEW and a little bit of Ring of Honor. Not much in Mexico because he's from Mexico. So anyway, he thanks the fans, saying this is a dream come true. This is my new home. And he says, this is the Netflix era, right? I say, no, it is the Pentagon era as well. So the fans are loving it, and he's like, enjoy the ride and everything, and it's like, yo soy Pentagon Zero Miedo, which means zero fear, motherfuckers. Like the prophecy, we show no fear to anybody. That means anybody. So, just saying. That's that. Alright, so Pentagon, great debut. We'll see what happens to him next week. I hope he's in the Rumble. Not gonna win it, obviously, but I'd like to see him do a pretty damn good job there. Maybe his first major feud, I think we, maybe turn him heel and go after a certain guy named Rey Mysterio. And maybe the LWO. Maybe, just maybe, call up Armando. You call up Armando Alejandro Estrada. Escúcheme, everybody, listen to me. Ooh, maga. No. It would be nice to have either Ricardo Rodriguez or, maybe Armando Estrada as his mouthpiece. It'd be nice. I don't think Selena Vega, really, but, she's hot, Puerto Rican. She could do something there, even though she did lots of good stuff with Andrade. But her husband, Malachi Black, otherwise known as Tommy End, might be coming back to WWE, because his contract's pretty much up. And I'm thinking Hedges' Edge, might be forming a new version of the House of Black. With Brody Lee, and Julia Hart, and maybe Buddy Matthews, if he doesn't go to WWE. We'll see. We shall see what happens. Who is that, my friends? And that's that. Alright, then we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse, where we see Fiend Balor, who's getting ready for his San Jose street fight with Papi Priest. So then, the former Women's Champion of Raw, Liv Morgan, comes in with Raquel Rodriguez. They come in, they're not happy with Finn because Finn sucks. And then they talk about revenge with JD McDumbfuck and Gordito, who spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool. And sorry that, my condolences go out to Gordito because his puppy died. You hate to see that, So, my condolences go out to the great man that is Gordito on the passing of his dog. That's that. Alright, so, Dominic Guerrero ese. That's my son! I know, Eddie, I know. He's not doing so good with Liv. You know what happened last week when he was trying to get back with Mommy, but Rhea Ripley, and pretty much Rhea Ripley kicked him in the huevos. You know why? Because my son is stupid sometimes. Well, yeah. Should have never talked to her. Should have just left her. Okay. He's a gringo. No, your son is not a gringo. He's a great man. He served hard time. And he survived it, Eddie. If you were in jail, you would have got. No, wait, I say. Boy, this little guy had fun this weekend. This time. We had fun at the bar playing random games. Moving on. Alright, so Dom Dom comes in with a bouquet of flowers to give to Liv. And he's like, I'm sorry, Liv. I'm sorry. What happened to me? I didn't mean everything that happened between me and Mommy, Rhea Ripley. And Liv's like, Dom, I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. But you can go grab our bags from the car and get out of here. I'm like, shit. He didn't get no poochang. You talk to me, my son, that's it. I know. He didn't get any, last night, but you know who did? This guy. Well, you're a great man, that's it. I know, thank you. I got a nice mamacita, Eddie. You do too, with Joni. Be nice. Be nice to mamacita, okay? Hi, Joni. Don't break Eddie's back, you know what I mean? Just saying. Anyway. Alright, so he leaves and pretty much Liv throws the flowers at Carlito. And then Carlito's kind of like looking at him weirdly. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? And then he puts them somewhere nice. Don't ask where. So then Dom Dom goes, I don't think she's mad at all. And then Finn goes, man, you got a lot to learn. Yeah, what do you know about that, Finn? I don't know what's going on with the Judgment Day these days. I don't know. Anyway, so JD McDonough leaves to get a rematch for those tag team belts that they lost to the War Machine. And then Dom Dom's all confused. What the fuck is going on here? Well, pretty much you're going to get kicked out. And then Liv is going to get with a new guy, maybe with Finn. Who knows? You know it's coming. Liv's a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke. Listen. Alright. My voice is going. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway. Even at 25%, I'll still do the video for you guys. Because I'm like Darby. Hi, guys. Me, Darby. I just want to let you know I have no voice. But I'm still going to kick your ass. And I'm going to kill myself. Even if I have no voice, I'm going to come here. And I'm going to do what I got to do for you guys. Because I love each and every one of you. I come from Seattle with a car. Get out of here. Anyway. Alright, so we get to our next match. A banger of a match. And speaking of bangers, we had Sheamus coming back. Fella! He takes on Marcel Barthel, or as we call him, Ludwig Spears. 9.5 minute match. The Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker, in the audience. So this was a brutal match. I thought it was going to go a little bit longer. But anyway, Eventually, Sheamus hit the clubbing blues, the 10 forearms, ringing of the bells, whatever he calls that stupid move. Then Marcel goes to get the shillelagh. Oh, my shillelagh! But Sheamus knees him right in the face for a near fall. To get back up, Marcel knocks him down, and then loads up a brogue kick. That ain't working because Sheamus comes back, hits one of his own. 1, 2, 3, Sheamus, fella! He gets the win. And then have a big stare down with Braun Breaker in the crowd, and we find out that I think it's at Saturday night's main event for the Intercontinental title. Sheamus gets another title shot against Braun Breaker. I hope he wins it so he finally becomes a Grand Slam champion going into the Royal Rumble, and maybe he defends it at Mania. But at least he finally, after how many years, not winning that Intercontinental belt, which is the only belt he's never won. I hope he does it. Because, I mean, it sucks that Braun Breaker's going to lose it again, but at least he might have a good performance in the Royal Rumble, but we'll see. Not going to win it, obviously, but then again, you never know. I mean, if Cena was penciled in to win it, then again, as always, cause subject to change. They're saying Seth might win it, so it's between Cena and Seth, pretty much, to win the Royal Rumble, or Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. Not that anybody cares about Cena, but who knows. Alright, so we got that. Match was great. 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, do we go to the back? Seth Rollins is ready to face excuse me. Drew McIntyre next week. Yeah, my voice is gone. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we got the match with Drew next week. That's going to be a banger. Because I mean, Dallas, Texas, I believe, next week. So as Rollins goes to leave, he runs right into Sami Zayn. Sami Uso. And he's like, hey, what are you doing here? He says, I'm here to talk if you need someone to talk to. Seth thinks Sami must have had a great week last week when Roman won the Ula Fala back from Solo Mibuki, which kind of pissed off Sami. Don't be talking about my tribal chief. There's Seth, your baby brother, supposedly. That's that. Alright, moving on. We go to our next segment. Killer Cross runs into The Miz, starts ranting to him about the Wyatt 6 being moved to SmackDown. Interesting. In that transfer window, portal, whatever the fuck it is. Sami comes in from the last segment. Where did you come from? He wants to talk to Adam Pearce, but Killer Cross stops him, saying, I found your little talk with Seth kind of interesting. I'm interested. And Miz says that if we're talking about world champions, you were never a world champion if Sami. Ooh. That doesn't really work for Sami. He's like, oh, really? How about next week we have a match? One-on-one, me and you. So I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce about that. So he goes in the room or office, whatever it is. Cross seems to go like, I'm interested. And then starts laughing. The Miz is like, no, and Miz is like, oh, I guess we got a deal. What do you mean, we? I don't know this whole fucking Cross, Miz, whatever it is. Like a union, they're working together. Miz is getting scared of the Wyatt 6. Now they're on SmackDown, so Miz doesn't have to worry about it. Cross and the Final Testament don't have to worry about it. As Bret Michaels would say, what's going on here? I hate these storylines that just don't make any sense sometimes. Oh, we're done with them. What are we talking about here? I'm just saying. We move on. So I gave both segments 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to our Raw World Heavyweight Champion, the man from Austria, Walter. Looking great in a nice suit from the men's warehouse. You gotta love it. So Walter comes out and says that he was pretty much impressed, most impressive Skywalker, with the presentation last week of Raw on Netflix, But there was a lot of people arguing over things like being the best in the world, being the tribal chief. And he says, this title is the only thing that matters. And then Jey Uso comes out from, I think, the crowd, and Pat McAfee's on the fucking desk doing the yeet. Come on, Cole. Cole's not even, he's like, nah. He wanted to do it, and he's like, nah, pussy. That was funny last week when Cole got on the announce table, yeeting along with everybody. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, Alicia Taylor doing it, Io and Dakota Kai yeeting along like shit. But that was funny. Cole, and I marked out for Cole doing that shit. But this week, no. Damn. Come on, Cole. But anyway, so Jey Uso comes out and basically says, I want a shot at the world title, and I'm going to get that title shot at Saturday night's main event. And then Walter's like, you sure you really want to do that? I don't think we're going to get a title change, but not that it'd be great to have Jey Uso as the world champion. He beat Braun Breaker to become the IC champion, held it for about a month, and then lost it back to Braun because of, Solo and company. So anyway, so Gunther's not impressed with that. He's like, I'm not impressed with all that, Jay, but you are a funny guy. I was ready for Jay, like, what do you mean funny? Funny how? Do I amuse you? I wear a red nose? I'm here to tell jokes when I'm funny? Tell me how I'm fucking funny! Somebody get Joe Pesci out here. Joe Pesci, And then basically, Walter says, you're not even on my level there, Jay. So the title match is on. Walter leaves. Jay cuts him off, says that everything you said is true. I'm not even supposed to be here in the main event picture, but I bet on myself, and I'm still trying to earn respect, and that's what I'm going to get at Saturday's main event. And, we'll see. We shall see what happens with that. But all in all, 3 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, then we go to the ladies. Finals of the Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament. Dakota Kai from Damage Control, who had my girl Io Sky, looking great as always. She takes on the lassie bitch from Ireland, the person we hate the most, Lyra Valkyria. And the winner becomes the very first Women's Intercontinental Champion. I was pretty much picking Dakota to win. So bad. She hit the GTK on Lyra, but Lyra, being smart, rolled to the outside to save her from getting pinned. Dakota misses the running kick in the corner, the kind of like the run-around Yakuza kick. She missed, got caught in some type of like running version of the Randy Orton backbreaker. Like, the fuck is this? Looks like it was botched. And then Lyra picks up... I'm very sorry, guys. My voice is about to go. Lyra picks up Dakota, hits Nightwing. 1, 2, 3, have a new first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. You knew it was going to come after Lyra beat Io, who should have won the title. But Lyra Valkyria wins her first major title on the main roster. Congrats to her. I hope she loses it pretty quick to Io or somebody. But Lyra is the first Women's Intercontinental Champion. And then match was alright, 3 out of 5 stars. And then Adam Pearce presents her with the belt. And then they hug it out. So congrats to Lyra. Should have been Io. Just saying. That's that. Alright, then we go to Miz and Sami Zayn right after that. Was an okay match. I think Sami won the match. Let me get my notes in order. But we'll see what happens with that. Okay, there we go. Whoop, went a little bit too far. So as my computer resets. We're pretty much gonna get that. But yeah, it was a pretty good match. Like I said, I think Sami won. So we got that. So let me take my my hoodie off because I was cold. Now I'm fucking dying right now because I think the heat came on. It was just me getting hot. Well, it is hot in my house, and the heat just came on. Not Sunday night heat, but not the Miami heat. You know, the heat in his house. Came on, but we have that. But we have that. All right, so we move on. All right, so Sammy wins the match, and that's it. All right, then we get a little promo from Mommy Rhea Ripley, basically, saying, put some respect on my name. I'm Mommy Rhea Rhea Bloody Ripley. That's that. Alright, so like I said, Sammy won the match over The Miz with a hell of a kick, and won, surprisingly, with the Blue Thunder Bomb, which he's only won now 3 times in his illustrious career on WWE-wise. I don't know if he's ever won. I don't think he's ever won with the Blue Thunder Bomb in, like, CCW, or his time in Ring of Honor, PWG, or NXT. I could be wrong on that, but anyway, moving on. So Sammy gets to win 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then after that, Braun Breaker defends the Intercontinental title at Saturday Night's main event. Next Saturday night, against Sheamus, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then, like I said, Mommy comes out. She says, Mommy is back on top, and don't you forget that I'm Rhea Bloody fucking Ripley. Simple to the point. I don't know who's next for Rhea. Might be Becky! Becky. Becky might be coming back. I don't know when, but I think Becky might just return at the Royal Rumble, and Rhea doesn't really have to defend the belt until maybe the Elimination Chamber. Who knows? We got that. All right. After that, let's see here. All right. After that, we get what's coming next week: Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and much more on a who knows how long Monday Night Raw. For the Martin Luther King Day show, which is always, pretty damn nice. They start with the little tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., a great man. So that's that. All right, then we got the new day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Boom! They're coming back next week. Do we care? No. So they're returning to the ring next week, and for an added bonus, we got a special appearance from the Wrestling God! JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, graces us with his mighty presence. He's everywhere. He's in, like, GCW, he's in TNA, he's all around the country, even in England, and certain promotions. But he's coming back to WWE to do what? I don't know. Hey, maybe he'll hit Michael Cole with the clothesline from hell. Maybe I'll take his job. Who knows? But great to see JBL next week. It's in Dallas. It's pretty much his hometown. I hope he comes out in a segment with that limousine. I am a wrestling god. Anyway, so we got that. Alright, then we get a hype video for Papi Priest and Fiend Balor. I hope this ends the feud, but we got Papi Priest taking on Fiend Balor in a San Jose street fight that was brutal. Alright, they already take out the announcer's table pretty damn quick. Balor goes face first onto the table. Ow. And then Balor beats on Papi with a trash can. Papi comes back, they go into the crowd for a little bit. Balor gets in a chair shot. Then they go up into the fans area, and Papi hits a Falcon Arrow off the balcony through a bunch of tables. Good God Almighty, Tony Schiavone! That was crazy as shit. Go to break, come back. They finally get in the ring. Papi's in the ring. Balor is shown getting taken out on a stretcher. So I'm like, the match is going to end that quick? Shit. Papi's like, no. He goes all the way to the beginning of the ramp and pretty much beats up like everybody. And then he takes the stretcher and he just rolls it and he just pushes it all the way to the ringside, and Finn hits the freaking apron. Ow! That was nice. And then Carlito and JD McDumbfuck run in because it's no DQ. 2-on-1 beatdown. And then Balor out of that gets a near fall. And then he loads up another table on the outside. I think it was on the outside. Yeah, on the outside. And then War Machine come out. Eric and Ivor for the save. Then it's back to 1-on-1. Finn unloads with a bunch of chair shots to the back. Ow. But Priest says, fuck that. And hits South of Heaven, I think on the chair for a near fall. And they get back up. Finn hits a double, puts Papi on the table. Coup de grace through the table. And it looked like on the way down, Finn, hurt himself. Because, the table broke and then, Finn landed on the broken part of the table. Ow. But Priest comes back, drives Finn into the barricade, well, pretty much through the barricade. Then he brings him back in, hits the Laser Ramon, Chico. The Laser's Edge, something happened to this, something happened to you, Chico. Razor's Edge through another table. I don't know where that table came from. So, then after that, he hits South of Heaven again. 1, 2, 3. Papi Priest finally, hopefully, disposes of the Demon Finn Balor. And that's it. Pretty decent match. Brutal as it was. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then that was pretty much it for a 2.5-hour Monday Night Raw. And a lot of the people in the back were kind of pissed off at Pentagon. And I think another segment that got, that went a little bit too long. I think the match and the after segment went way too long, and people were pissed because they had segments or matches that got cut. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Why would you guys be pissed? It's Netflix. I mean, you have a reason, yeah. Hunter, you had all that. You had a half hour to put on extra matches. Could have put Papi and Finn, right near 10:45 at least. But I'm just oh no, we're not gonna do 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We're gonna, no set time limit. I mean, excuse me, which is fine. But still, I mean, you have a lot of talent in the back. Why are you just leaving them to do nothing? So basically, the runtime was 2 hours and 32 minutes. So what are we gonna? 28 minutes. You could put on another boring as fuck match. I mean, put Io in a match and it would have been great anyway. Put her against one of the people from PFC. Could have done something like that. Could have had random segments galore. Maybe another segment with Papi in the back. Maybe a segment with Jey Uso and Braun Breaker and Sheamus in the back. You could have done something like that. You had so much. You had 28 minutes, basically, if you wanted to go a full 3 hours to fit in a couple of extra segments that weren't on the show. But that's the way Mr. Levesque works, I guess. I don't know. But I don't blame some of the men and women who had their matches or segments cut because, it's Pentagon. Why are you getting mad at Pentagon? Leave Pentagon alone before he breaks your freaking arm off and then beats you with it. Ese. Battle, I don't know. But anyway, Raw I thought was mid, but I gave it a middle, not right down the middle, daddy, but I gave it pretty much a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my other channels, all down below in the description box. Leave a comment on the video if you wish, but like I said, don't leave stupid comments. You're gonna go bye-bye, so long, farewell, sent to the Shadow Realm, where Satan will eat your soul, puke on you, and whatever. I don't know. Well, we got that. And, that's that. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I will be live tweeting for NXT tonight, as I always do. Pretty much every day except Thursdays, because, I'm usually not around on Thursdays, but... And sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Depends on the day. It depends on the week, I shouldn't say the day. Depends on the week. But, we'll see what happens with that. Follow me on social media, hit that bell for more, so you don't miss anything, and that's it. Alright, I'm going to try to get my voice back, hopefully by the end of the night, so I can do my NXT review, so I have pretty much all day to recover, get better, and hopefully have a better voice than I have right now. And I can have the rest of the day off, and then get ready for AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage. And we'll see what happens with that tomorrow, where Will Hobbs takes on Moxley for the AEW World Title. We got the Women's Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. Women's Casino Gauntlet, I should say, to see who faces Mariah May at Grand Slam Australia. Probably be Toni Storm. Then again, who knows? And a whole lot more tomorrow and Saturday for Maximum Carnage. Feels like Sega. We're gonna play a Sega game, Remember that game on Sega way back in the day, Maximum Carnage? That was a great game back in the day. It's showing my age. Oh, shit. But, I digress. Anyway, I'm gonna say my voice, but thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got three words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Until next time, save my voice. And if you, I feel like John Laurinaitis. But, so, in the words of John Laurinaitis, people power! We'll see you next time. Peace.